Welcome, gents. The eyes see only what the mind is prepared to comprehend. Henry Bergson. For Sigma males, this rings especially true. Their sharp perception isn't just instinct, it's a refined skill that allows them to catch what others miss. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Sigma males. Those trailblazers guided only by their inner compass. We're going to break down the 10 red flags these dudes absolutely cannot stand. These are the things that will send a Sigma running for the hills faster than a chimp on DMT. We're talking deal breakers, man. And trust me, these are insights that can level up your own life. Whether you're a Sigma yourself, or just trying to understand one, this is going to be good. We're going to expose the behaviors and traits that make these guys tick. And more importantly, what makes them click that unfriend button on your life. So buckle up, grab your elk meat and kale shakes, because we're about to explore the fascinating and sometimes brutal world of Sigma male red flags. Let's do this.
Check one, check two.
First up, we're talking about manipulation. Now everyone knows manipulation is bad, right? It's like trying to slip a roofie in someone's drink. It's just not cool, man. But Sigmas, they've got this almost supernatural ability to sniff it out. They're like human lie detectors, but instead of beeping, they just piece out of your life. It's like they've got this internal bullshit meter, and the second it starts buzzing, they're gone. And you know what? I respect that. They're not here for your games, man. They're not trying to be controlled or told what to think. Sigmas value authenticity, realness, the raw and unfiltered truth. They'd rather be around someone who's a little rough around the edges, but genuine, than someone who's all polished up but full of fake. And let me tell you something, that kind of authenticity is magnetic. Think about it. We're all drawn to people who are real, who aren't afraid to be themselves. And Sigmas, they embody that. They're comfortable in their own skin. They don't need to put on a show. And that's why they can't stand manipulation. It's the opposite of authenticity. It's about control, about getting what you want, even if it means screwing someone else over. Sigmas see right through that. They're not buying it. They'd rather be alone than surrounded by people who are constantly trying to play them. And you know what? Good for them. Because here's the thing. Life's too short to be surrounded by phonies. Find your tribe, man. Find the people who get you, who appreciate you for who you are, flaws and all. Just don't try to manipulate them, because a Sigma will see right through you. Okay, so we've talked about manipulation. Next up on the Sigma shit list, lack of accountability. This one's huge, man. Sigmas are all about taking responsibility for your actions. They own their shit, good or bad. They're not the type to blame everyone else for their problems. They don't make excuses. They screw up, they admit it, they learn from it, and they move on. It's like that Jocko Willink quote, discipline equals freedom. Sigmas get that. They understand that true freedom comes from taking responsibility for your life. And when you're accountable for your actions, you're more likely to make better choices. Now, on the flip side, nothing will turn off a Sigma faster than someone who's always making excuses. You know the type. They're always the victim. It's never their fault. They're quick to point the finger, but slow to look in the mirror. Sigmas have zero tolerance for that kind of negativity. They'd rather spend their time and energy on people who are trying to better themselves, who are willing to put in the work. Because here's the deal, life is tough, man. We all face challenges, but it's how we respond to those challenges that defines us. Do we make excuses, or do we own our shit and find a way to overcome? Sigmas choose the latter. They choose growth. They choose accountability. And that's what makes them so damn attractive. All right, let's talk boundaries, man. We all got them. They're like invisible lines that define our personal space and comfort zones. It's like your personal space, your rules for engagement. It's about what you're comfortable with and what you're not. You know, some people, they're like a bull in a china shop. No respect for the boundaries. They just crash through, oblivious to the damage they cause. They're gonna walk all over you, man. They don't see the lines you've drawn, or they just don't care. A Sigma male, he's got this figured out. He knows where his boundaries lie, and he respects others too. He's like a wolf, man, marking his territory. He knows his space and defends it fiercely. He's got those boundaries set, and you better believe he's going to enforce them. No one crosses those lines without consequences. You want to play games, cross those lines? Think again. Not going to fly with a Sigma. They have zero tolerance for boundary violations. They can smell that disrespect a mile away, man. It's like they have a radar for it. It's like a sixth sense. They just know when someone's overstepping. You gotta understand, these guys, they're independent. They value their autonomy. They cherish their personal space. You try to encroach on that, you're gonna get the alpha stare down, and believe me, you don't want that. It's a look that says, back off. Disrespecting boundaries, it's a deal breaker, man. It's a surefire way to get shut out. It shows a lack of respect for the Sigma, and that's just not gonna fly. Respect is everything. They'll piece out of that situation faster than you can say DMT. No second chances. Look, we've all been there, right? We've all tested boundaries at some point. You're testing the waters, seeing how far you can push. It's human nature, but there's a limit. But with a Sigma, you gotta be careful. They don't play around with their boundaries. They're observant. They pick up on those subtle cues. They notice everything. They're not gonna spell it out for you. They expect you to understand the unspoken rules. It's all about reading the room. It's like a dance, man. A delicate balance. You gotta feel the rhythm, respect the space. Know when to move in and when to step back. You come in too hot, too aggressive, you're gonna step on their toes and they're gonna shut it down. No hesitation. It's all about awareness, man. Being in tune with the situation. Pay attention to the signals. Are they pulling back? Are they giving you space? Are they giving you that look? The one that says enough. That's your cue to back off. Reassess the situation. Don't push it. Don't be that guy, the one who doesn't get it. The one who keeps pushing. Sigmas, they're forgiving, but they're not pushovers. They have their limits. You keep pushing those boundaries, eventually they're gonna cut you loose. No more chances. And once you've lost their respect, good luck getting it back. It's a long road to redemption.
3.
Let me tell you something, man. Talk is cheap. It's easy to say things, to make grand statements, but words alone don't mean much. You can talk a big game, make all the promises in the world, but if your actions don't line up, you're full of it. People notice when you don't follow through. A Sigma male, he sees right through that BS. He values authenticity and can spot a fake from a mile away. They're not impressed by empty words, they want to see action, consistency. They respect those who do what they say. You say you're going to do something, you better damn well do it. Consistency is key in earning their respect. These guys, they value integrity, man. They hold themselves to high standards and expect the same from others. They live by a code, and they expect others to do the same. Think about it, man. It's about principles and living by them. In nature, it's all about survival of the fittest. Only the strong and consistent survive. You got a predator that's all talk, no bite, he's not gonna last very long. The same goes for humans. It's the same in the human world. You gotta walk the walk, not just talk the talk. Inconsistency, it breeds distrust and doubt. And once that trust is broken with a Sigma, it's game over. They don't give second chances easily. They're not gonna waste their time with someone they can't rely on. Reliability is everything to them. Building trust with a Sigma, it's like building a fire, man. It takes time, patience, and consistent effort. You start with a solid foundation, those small actions, the follow-through. Each step matters. You gotta show them you're reliable, that your word means something. It's about proving yourself over time. It's the little things, you know. The small, consistent actions that build trust. Being on time, doing what you say you're gonna do, being there when they need you. These are the things that matter. These actions, they speak volumes. They show your true character. They show a Sigma that you're a man of your word, that you're someone they can count on. Trust is built on these actions. And let me tell you, once you've earned that trust, it's a beautiful thing. Sigmas, they're loyal, man. They value loyalty above all. They'll have your back, no questions asked. But you gotta prove yourself first. But you gotta earn it. Trust isn't given freely. It's earned through consistent actions. You gotta be consistent. Show them that you're the real deal. Consistency is the key to trust. You can't fake it, man. Authenticity is crucial. They'll see right through that. They can spot a fake from a mile away. Be authentic, be genuine, and let your actions speak for themselves. Actions always speak louder than words. That's how you build a solid foundation with a Sigma. It's all about trust, consistency, and authenticity. We've all met them, right? The perpetual victim. Always blaming everyone else for their problems, never taking responsibility for their own lives. It's like a black hole of negativity, sucking the energy out of everything around them. Let me tell you, Sigmas, they can't stand that victim mentality. They see it as weak, a sign of low self-esteem. Sigmas, they're all about taking ownership, about being accountable for their own actions and their own lives. They're drawn to people who are solution-oriented, people who see challenges as opportunities for growth. They're not interested in hearing excuses. They want to see action. They want to see progress. It's like that saying, give a man a fish, and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime. Sigmas, they want to empower people, not enable them. Look, life throws curveballs, man. We all face adversity. We all experience setbacks. The difference is how we choose to respond. Do we crumble and play the victim? Or do we rise to the occasion and overcome the challenge? Sigmas, they thrive on adversity. They see it as a test, an opportunity to prove themselves. They don't shy away from challenges, they embrace them. They understand that true strength comes from overcoming obstacles, not from avoiding them. They're looking for partners in crime, people who can weather the storm with them. They want someone who's going to stand by their side, not someone who's going to drag them down. So, if you're constantly playing the victim, if you're always looking for someone to rescue you, you're not going to attract a Sigma. They'll see right through that facade. They're looking for someone who's strong, independent, and resilient. They're looking for a warrior, not a worrier. All right, let's talk about gossiping, that thing where people just love to talk about other people's business. It's like they can't help themselves. It's like a disease, man. It spreads so quickly and infects everyone around. It spreads negativity and just sucks the energy out of a room. You can feel the tension in the air. Sigma males, they're not about that life. They steer clear of it. They see right through that BS. They can spot it from a mile away. They're too busy focusing on their own growth and their own journey to get caught up in all that drama. They have bigger goals. They're out there living their lives, chasing their goals, and they don't have time for petty squabbles and rumors. Their time is too valuable. It's like they've got this internal BS detector, and as soon as they hear someone starting to gossip, it's like an alarm bell goes off. They're out of there, no questions asked. They'd rather be hiking in the mountains, training in the gym, or doing something productive, or just chilling with their dogs than wasting their time with that kind of negativity. They know how to enjoy the simple things in life. Sigma males are all about authenticity and keeping it real. They value genuine connections. They gravitate towards people who are genuine and honest, people who bring positive energy, people who aren't afraid to be themselves. They appreciate authenticity. Gossiping? That's just not in their DNA, man. They find it pointless and draining. When you think about it, gossiping is kind of a weak move. It's a waste of time and energy. It's like a defense mechanism for insecure people. They use it to mask their own insecurities. They put others down to try and make themselves feel better. It's a sad way to live. Sigma males recognize this insecurity a mile away. They can see right through it. They're not threatened by other people's success, they're inspired by it. They see it as motivation. They'd rather lift others up and celebrate their achievements than tear them down behind their backs. It's all about positive reinforcement. It's all about energy, man. Positive energy attracts positive outcomes. Sigma males have this strong, positive energy that draws people in. It's magnetic. They're like magnets for success and good vibes. People want to be around them. Gossipers, they're stuck in this negative spiral, unable to break free. And Sigma males want nothing to do with that. They walk away from negativity. So, if you're someone who loves to gossip, don't be surprised if you find yourself on the outs with a Sigma male. They won't tolerate it. They've got better things to do, and better people to surround themselves with. They choose their company wisely. They focus on building meaningful relationships and living a fulfilling life. Let's talk about ambition, man. It's the fire in your belly, the driving force that propels you forward. It's what separates the dreamers from the doers. Sigma males? They're all about that hustle. They're not content with mediocrity. They strive for greatness in all areas of their lives. They have this inner drive, this burning desire to achieve their goals and leave their mark on the world. They're not afraid of hard work. In fact, they embrace it. They see challenges as opportunities for growth and obstacles as tests of their resilience. They're constantly pushing themselves outside of their comfort zones, always striving to learn, grow, and evolve. This drive, this ambition, it's contagious, man. It inspires those around them to step up their own game, to chase their own dreams. Voiceover. Now, on the flip side, there's nothing more unattractive to a Sigma male than a lack of ambition. It's like a giant red flag waving in the wind. They're just not wired to understand or tolerate complacency. They're drawn to people who are passionate, who have purpose, who are actively working towards something meaningful. They want partners in crime, people who will challenge them, inspire them, and grow alongside them. It's not about status or material possessions. It's about having that fire in your eyes, that hunger to make something of yourself. It's about living a life filled with purpose and meaning. So if you're lacking in the ambition department, don't be surprised if you find yourself struggling to connect with a Sigma male. They're looking for someone who's ready to conquer the world, not someone who's content to just sit on the sidelines. All right, let's talk about honesty. It's the foundation of any strong relationship, the bedrock upon which trust is built. Without it, you've got nothing. It's like a house of cards, man. One little breeze and the whole thing comes crashing down. Sigma males, they understand this at their core. They're wired for authenticity, for realness. They're not interested in games or manipulation. They want the truth, even if it's ugly. They'd rather have someone be upfront with them, even if it's something they don't want to hear, than to sugarcoat things or try to hide the truth. They respect honesty above all else. It's about integrity, man. It's about being true to yourself and to others. It's about living a life that's aligned with your values. Voiceover. Now, on the other side of that coin, dishonesty is an immediate deal breaker for a Sigma male. It's like a slap in the face, a betrayal of trust that cuts deep. Once that trust is broken, it's incredibly difficult to earn back. It's like trying to put toothpaste back in the tube, man. It's messy, it's frustrating, and it rarely ends well. Sigma males have zero tolerance for lies and deceit. They'd rather be alone than be with someone they can't trust. It's just not worth the headache, the drama, the emotional roller coaster. They're looking for partners who are open, honest, and transparent. They want to be able to communicate freely, without fear of judgment or manipulation. They want to know that they can rely on their partners to be truthful, no matter what. All right, folks, let's talk about negative Nancys. You know the type. They can suck the life out of a room faster than you can say DMT elves. It's like they're allergic to good vibes, man. And the thing is, negativity is contagious. You hang around these folks too long, and next thing you know, you're bummed out about the curvature of bananas or some other crazy stuff. Sigma males, they're not having it. They understand that life is too short to dwell on the negative. They'd rather focus on the positive and surround themselves with people who do the same. It's all about that good energy. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm not saying you gotta be sunshine and rainbows 24/7. We all have our down days, right? But there's a difference between having a bad day and having a bad life. Sigma males can spot the difference a mile away. They know that a positive attitude is a choice, and they're not afraid to distance themselves from those who choose to wallow in misery. It's like that old saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Sigma males take that to heart, man. They're careful about who they let into their inner circle. And you know what? It's not about being fake or denying reality. It's about choosing to focus on the good, even when things are tough. Because at the end of the day, a positive attitude can make all the difference. All right, let's talk about independence, baby. Sigma males, they're all about that self-reliance. They're like lone wolves, comfortable in their own skin, blazing their own trails. They don't need anyone to hold their hand or tell them what to do. They're perfectly capable of figuring things out on their own, and honestly, it's pretty damn attractive. Now, this doesn't mean they're against relationships or anything like that. It just means they need a partner who can stand on their own 2 feet, someone who brings their own fire to the table. See, Sigma males, they can smell codependency a mile away. And let me tell you, it's not a scent they find appealing. They're not interested in being anyone's savior or emotional crutch. They want a partner, not a project. Someone who challenges them, inspires them, and pushes them to be their best selves. And listen, there's nothing wrong with needing support sometimes. We all go through tough times. But there's a difference between needing a helping hand and being completely reliant on someone else. Sigma males are drawn to strong, independent individuals who can handle their own. They want a partner who complements them, not completes them. And there you have it, folks. The 10 red flags that Sigma males never ignore. These dudes are like human lie detectors, sniffing out BS from a mile away. But you know what? It's not about being judgmental. It's about knowing your worth and refusing to settle for anything less than you deserve. It's about surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, not drag you down. So if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, stay sharp and stay true to yourself. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.